Hello, everybody, and welcome back to See You Next Tuesday. Today, I'm going to be going through a lovely story which I found on the website that I've been perusing recently. This one is from C'est la vie chérie, which is quite a nice name for a username. So it's really quite nice because it comes from a TV show called Allo Allo, which was on the BBC, I believe, back in the 80s and early 90s. So here we go. The Fallen Helga. Hey, Flick, there's a parcel for you. A voice called from the doorway. Herr Flick rolled his eyes. Von Smallhausen. How many times have I told you not to interrupt me while I'm playing the violin? Apologies, Herr Flick. Von Smallhausen, sensing that he was far from welcome, placed the parcel on Herr Flick's desk and backed out of the room, stumbling over his own overcoat on the way. Herr Flick waited a moment, set down his violin, and prodded the parcel suspiciously with his cane. When nothing occurred, he approached it carefully. Inside the brown paper wrapping was a largish rectangular object. That's easy for you to say. Intrigued, he raised an eyebrow. Surely they would not have sent me the fallen Madonna like this, he muttered, sliding the object out. A heavy gold picture frame lay in his hands. As he turned it over, his eyes widened. Engraved onto the frame was the very name he had hoped to see, Van Klomp. Placing the painting carefully on his desk, Herr Flick checked the postal mark. It had been sent from the neighbouring village. Therefore, almost impossibly, without a trace, without serious investigation. Perhaps, once he got a chance, he would ask the postmistress. The peasant who'd sent it must be rewarded for their loyalty to the Gestapo. Turning back once more to the presumed fallen Madonna with the big boobies, he carefully peeled back the protective covering concealing the artwork from view. A most unexpected sight greeted him. Captured in the elaborate brushstrokes were not the loose brunette locks of the Madonna, but the tight military braids of Helga Gerhardt. Confused, Herr Flick ripped open the remaining covering. Yes, it definitely was her, painted in her uniform, except for the blouse, which had been replaced with red lingerie underneath the open jacket. Written in beautiful calligraphy along the bottom of the canvas was the title of this masterpiece. The Fallen Helga with the Big Boobies. Herr Flick, Herr Flick stared and stared. At last he limped to the door. Helga! He shouted. Within moments she arrived. He led her over to the desk and positioned her, with the aid of his cane, in front of the painting. Helga, what is the meaning of this? In the back room of Café René, Michelle Dubois chuckled to herself softly. With the fallen Madonna safely concealed once more within its sausage, the fallen Helga should keep Otto Flick quiet for a while. If only she'd known Henrietta was such an accomplished painter. I don't know if that's actually from an episode of the show or not, but it was, yeah, it's big member berries, that big remembers. Anyway, I'm going to keep making these. Really don't mind if nobody listens, but if you do, and you think, this nonsense could keep me entertained for a bit, don't mind subscribing. Thank you, and goodbye.